Well, a landmark case heads to a California court today, and it could change how your child consumes social media content. Meta, TikTok, and YouTube will all have to defend themselves against claims that their apps are built to get kids hooked and destroy their mental health. News Nation's Ryan Bass is following this one closely for us. Ryan, this is being called the tobacco trial of our generation. What makes this case so potentially groundbreaking?
It's because it's the first of its kind, Marky. We actually spoke with a couple of attorneys. One of them said this is a bellwether case because for the first time ever, a jury will get to decide if social media companies are responsible, not for what users post, but for allegedly, deliberately changing their platforms and these algorithms to get users hooked. And the world is going to be watching this trial today that takes place in Los Angeles as it kicks off. A 19-year-old and her mother are suing TikTok, Meta, and YouTube, claiming they deliberately designed addictive features that destroyed her mental health. Heavy hitters are expected to take the stand in this trial, too, including Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Now, the tech giants, they are fighting back. They're claiming it's the content that users post that causes this harm, not their platform designs. They also insist that they've rolled out many safety tools like teen accounts and scroll blocking features as well. But this could set a precedent for more than 1,000+ cases that are similarly going on across the country. And if these social media companies lose, it could cost them billions of dollars.
So what we're seeing now, we're seeing parents fighting back against social media apps. So there's a social media case or lawsuit in California, Los Angeles County, that started today. They are suing Meta, YouTube, TikTok, Snap, basically on how their apps are designed and how it targets kids and it messes with kids' mental health. As a parent, no kid should be having social media. Social media should be treated like alcohol. When you get 18, you can have social media. There's no reason why our kids should be looking all day at a phone and not learning anything. The reason why our kids are dumb today is because of social media. The reason why our kids are having self-esteem issues is because of social media. The reason why these kids can't make it in life and they're so down on themselves is because of social media. These kids aren't old enough to understand what's real and what's fake. There's so much cyberbullying. There's so many things happening to our kids online. Then they need to be protected for that. There's predators on social media trying to target kids. Kids shouldn't have social media till they get 18. I'm a firm believer in that. Kids shouldn't have cell phones. They should have Apple Watches. They should have something simple. Because your kids should not be on the phone every single day just scrolling. They're not learning anything. The reason why our kids is fat, the reason why our kids can't read, the reason why our kids can't do certain things is because of the phone and social media apps. Crazy thing about this, it says that TikTok settled just before the trial began, and also Snapchat already settled separately. So the main ones on trial are Meta and YouTube and Google. So that's the problem. Our young kids are losing themselves early, and their brain doesn't work right. It's because of the infinite scrolling, autoplay video, notifications, and the algorithm. You can't tell me that these social media platforms aren't targeting kids because the algorithm is going to target them and continue to show what these kids are looking at. There's a reason why Australia banned social media. There's a reason why China banned social media for kids. There's a reason why Russia banned social media for kids. Now you have France looking to ban social media for kids because they see the data. They see this is not just an entertainment platform. It's really messing up these kids' heads. We got to protect our future. Our future are looking at phones every single day. And if they see somebody that they don't have the same stuff, their self-esteem goes down. If they see a comment that adults can deal with, but a kid can't deal with if somebody says you're ugly. A kid can't decipher. They take that personally. Like I said, as a parent, kids don't need social media. It needs to be banned. I hate to say it. It's a great platform to get your message out. It's a great way to do things. But social media, where there's infinite scrolling and these kids aren't learning anything, it's a problem. And I agree with this. They should be sued, which sucks because we make money on social media. But a lot of these kids are getting damaged from social media. And it's true. Look at our generations coming up. Look at them. Not as smart, not motivated, fat, can't even read or write, can't write in cursive, can't do the basic things that we used to do, can't even type. All they can do is move their thumb. We have to make our kids better, and social media has taken that from them.
We spoke with two attorneys who talked with some of the hurdles that could be seen in this case.
One of the questions that the jury is going to have to answer is, what does it even mean for her to be addicted, and can the law recognize that?
It's going to be very difficult for the plaintiff to prove that her well-being was affected more than her genetics, more than her social standing. Therefore, she has to prove that all these other factors basically should be ignored.
Now, the 2023 National Institutes of Health study found that the duration and the frequency of social media use is directly linked to developing mental health issues. They say things like anxiety, depression, and insomnia around social media. Jury selection, by the way, Marky, that gets underway today. This trial is expected to last weeks, and everybody, the world will be watching this trial, as there's been a lot of folks that have been talking about whether or not we should restrict the use of social media with teens.
Yeah, and I know you said people like Zuckerberg are saying it's the content that's flawed, right? Not the platforms. I'm curious, what more are these social media companies saying publicly ahead of today's trial?
So we heard from Snapchat because they have already bowed out. They basically settled with the plaintiff last week. Meta, though, has released a statement through their spokesperson. I want to read it because they are basically flat out calling these accusations lies. They're saying it misportrays their work. They said, quote, "We strongly disagree with these allegations and are confident that the evidence will show our longstanding commitment to supporting young people." Now, YouTube also just got back to us. They told us in a statement the allegations are false and that providing young people with a safer experience has always been core to their work. This trial comes, Marky, as governments worldwide are cracking down on teen social media use. In fact, Australia has now banned kids under 16 from using these platforms. The UK could follow suit too, and we'll see what happens with this trial. Other states have started to implement some of these laws as well. This could have a huge ramification and long-lasting effects for a lot of these social media companies and teens using these platforms. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. We live in a world where you see in the past, I want to say, past 5 years minimum, everybody's been attacking the kids. Go to the kids, get the kids' attention, get their mind, whether that's social media, whether that's, the LGBTQ community, whether that's anything where the youth are important enough to continue to spread that message and getting them earlier, bypassing the parents. What you're seeing now is these states, these countries, these platforms are bypassing the parent. See what I'm saying? I can see if the parent said, okay, but a kid should not be able to have a teen account without the parent's permission, right? So this needs to be a way where you can correlate that I'm this person's parent and I said no, that means no. That's how it needs to be. We got all these AI and everything. You can't tell me that you can't figure out a way to make sure that this is my daughter and I'm in charge of that until they turn 18. We see AI be used for good. We see AI be used for pushing the bar forward, but we're not seeing AI being used for security and protecting our kids. I know there's an AI platform out there that can go out there and make sure that we verify that this is my daughter, my son, whatever. But what we see across the world is seeing our kids are dumb. Our kids are going through depression. What else they said? Our kids are going through depression. What else? I'm trying to look at depression, looking at themselves as, less than. They're just going through so much where we see that it's because of social media. Anxiety, depression, self-harm, mental health struggles, getting contacted by predators, getting bullied. It needs to be a change. And our kids don't need to be on social media. It's not good for them. It does nothing for them. They need to be outside. They need to be out there learning, playing some sports, being around people. Some of these kids are so antisocial because they're used to being so much in that phone. It's ruining their lives. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this case. It's in LA County, so in my neck of the woods, and I'm keeping my eye on it. But you see it across the world. A lot of these states are banning it for the kids, and they understand the effects that these apps and platforms have on kids. I'll keep my eye on this and keep you guys updated. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's always going to keep this thing rock, keep it going. I appreciate your support. As always, make sure you tap in and join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, too, we got the No Filter Morning Show coming very soon. Can't wait to start doing that. We're just going to keep on working, keep on going. I appreciate you guys. I'm out.